Good morning. It's Thursday and it's time for friendship. Even though we can't gather together, I wanted to give you some more tips on how to work with your pocket scrapbooking and adding a few different kinds of pages using vacation paraphernalia, postcards, flyers, souvenir booklets, even cute bags. Sometimes people give you little gifts that you just don't want to throw away. They're just made of paper, but you want to keep them. So it's a good way to add your paraphernalia about your trips that are precious to you. Last week I told you about how to take a big page and cut it into smaller pages for your pocket scrapbooking. I did not put the link up as I said I would. I've been unable to find the SD card that had those pictures, but I'll keep working on it. Since we have this extra time to craft, I'm going a little bit haywire and I'm having trouble concentrating on just one book. So this week I pulled out my Japan section. Again, I've been using pocket pages, and I collected these I printed these on my cruise as we went along. Some of you might recognize Haruka. She met me in Kobe, Japan for a trip. So yesterday I worked a little bit on Kobe, and I started by making just a giant cut on my Cricut cut for a title. But I had a couple of booklets that I really liked, and I didn't want to just discard. So I'm going to show you an easy way to use flip flaps to preserve some of your memories. And if you've been in my classes before, you know I use 4x4s a lot, 3x3s, 4x6 flip flaps to add extra things to my books. These pages are not complete. I just worked on these last evening, so you'll see the finished product when I'm done. But like, here's a flip flap of actually a part of a pamphlet of the bus that we took. I kept our tickets in Kobe, or Kobe, I'm not sure how Japanese pronounce it, and I just took a picture of the bus we were on, and I'm going to put our picture in the crowded bus over here with a flip flap. You also can include maps. Again, more tickets. This was a beautiful historic village that Haruka took us to, and in my pocket pages I have pictures of us there, but I decided to add the stamps that we stamped along the way at each different house, and pictures of the maps and the route the bus took. We went into a beautiful herb garden. It was called Herb Garden, but it had many different kinds of flowers, and the most gorgeous glass house I've ever been in. Because of that, I decided to keep the whole book that I got there. Here is where I put that title. My title is on a see-through page. You can actually, I put it on 1-inch strip of paper, and it's on a little flip book. And this is about the beautiful gardens we went to. These are not protected pages. I just put them in 2 flip flaps to hold the covers, so it protected a little bit more, but the whole page is there. I even added the fan. It seems like everywhere we went in Japan, they gave us a fan. It was in August, and it was very warm, and I kept one of the fans to show that this is what you got wherever you went. I have a flyer, etc. This page isn't done, but while I was doing this page, I thought, the Kobe page, I thought of another village we went to that I bought a souvenir booklet that was just absolutely amazing. We took pictures of the beautiful thatched roofs of these very pointed houses because they get a lot of snow in the winter. But the booklet was just so beautiful. I ended up putting it all in plastic, using a little bit too much plastic, or a little bit adhesive. You can't see it up close, I can show you later if you'd like. But every page is in plastic, and then it's, literally every page. And at the end, I slid the last page into a full 12 by 12 pocket. So this was made using two different types of plastic. I used the bigger flip flaps. I took regular side opening plastic page protectors, and I used my paper trimmer, plastic, I couldn't remember what this was called. I put my page in, measured the size of the flip flap, and then I sliced it. I'm not going to slice one now because I'm all finished with that project. It's hard to see plastic, but this is what I cut off. I cut off part of the sleeve. Now, if you only deal with adults, you don't have to worry about page protectors as much as I do, since I have a lot of little children looking at my albums. But I'm really kind of excited about how I did this. It was a fun way to include gorgeous pictures of the village we went to, Shirakawa-go, and it had gassho style houses, and it was quite amazing. We went to a paper making factory after that, and some of the paraphernalia I have here is from that paper making factory. And Steve and I actually made some postcards. And those are things that I don't really want to send in the mail and lose. It's sort of selfish to keep your postcards, but I'm going to use flip flaps for those postcards too, and maybe I'll show you those next week. So while you're dealing with your social separation, take time to craft. The people in my class have started these pocket page scrapbooks. They're easy to do, but you have more time now than you had before since you're not going out and about, to add your memories in a special way, and maybe highlight some of your pages with some embellishments or journaling. Today I was supposed to talk about journaling, and I realized that I needed a few addresses so I could send you some journal blocks. In your Picture My Life cards that I included in our kit, there were some journaling blocks, but I like to use stamps and add lines like I told you last week, and I also like to make tags either on the Cricut or a Big Shot machine, something like that, some kind of impression die cut machine. And when we're dealing with so many memories caught on one page, it's good to take time and journal them. So I did not get to that. I played with brochures and stuff in my craft time this week, so I will do that next week. If you have any questions about your pocket scrapbooking or regular scrapbooking, or how to deal with some of the treasures you have hidden from your vacations, give me a buzz or send me an email. And if you have a friend you like to craft with and you're not getting together because of our social separation, try putting FaceTime on and working side by side without the germs or the viruses. Well, have a great day, stay healthy, and I'll connect with you next Thursday morning. God bless.